I mean, I'm not really surprised at all. And yeah, we'll just get right into it then.
What's the boogeyman?
As a matter of fact, it was.
What is going on, guys? The horse and a fantastic. No. There's no fantastic day here. Okay, we're talking about the Eagles' loss to the Broncos. I'm feeling like I'm not even really. I'm mad at some of the moves that Howie made and how everything kind of led up to this point. But I'm actually not mad about this loss. I mean, why? Why should I be mad at it? I mean, this is what they needed. They think they're going to play one half of football, and they think that they're going to be productive. They think they're going to beat every team like this. And the Broncos are the number one rated defense in red zone. They led with 15 sacks on the year, over 40 quarterback hits, 43 to 46% pressure rate. And trust me, they got another 5 sacks on us today with this offense, okay? Before the game even started, A.J. Brown was dapping up his teammates. There was some really good energy in the air when this game actually started. And then, like, the Eagles scored 17 points. They couldn't really get the run game going. Barkley had 1 run in the second half, by the way. 1, okay? Which... they don't know how to use running backs. I've already figured out they have no idea how to use running backs. They can't perfect a screen pass for shit, for nothing. They can't perfect that. These long 10-yard screen passes to Devontae Smith all the way to the sideline that can't develop because the play takes too long between the throw and the catch. But they were doing some slants, short passing game. Then the end of the second quarter, I mean, they threw a bomb. It was 3rd and 17. I was like, oh, they're going to run it. They're going to run it just so they can punt it, right? And they throw a deep dagger to Devontae Smith. Big catch, which was great. And then the next play, a big throw to A.J. Brown. PI call, got us up. A touchdown pass to Dallas Goedert, which was amazing. That was great. That was awesome. They were taking their deep shots. You have stone cold killers at your wide receiver core, and you let those boys kind of take the game over themselves, which I really liked. And then we got to the second half, okay? And I know we're talking about the offense because this is the most important thing, because this was the game that the defense isn't going to bail you out. And guess what? This offense, this coordinator, I honestly don't know if this guy could run an offense. I really don't. It was to a point where the woman that was talking about the game, she was like, oh, Nick, Patullo is trying to help Jalen implement Hurts on some things, and Hurts is trying to implement Patullo and what he wants to use. And does this guy, I mean, Hurts is literally up Patullo's ass on the sideline the entire second half. Every time they turn the camera around, Hurts and Patullo are like sitting there looking at the playbook. The entire second half, they couldn't get anything done. Nothing done. Like I said, 1 rush, 1 run with Saquon Barkley. That's it. Okay, you can't even get your run game going. You can't even use your fucking running back. And when you drop Jalen Hurts back nonstop over and over again. Yes, there was a couple of deep passes in the game. One to A.J. Brown, which I don't know if A.J. Brown slowed up. A.J. Brown slowed up on the deep pass for the touchdown, or it was just overthrown. I think maybe it was a mixture of both. There was one to Dotson on the sideline. That was really good. Almost had it in. So there was and then there was another one to Dotson later in the game, in the second half, where it was a deep ball downfield. I think Dotson was behind the defense, but I don't know if Hurts just threw it in the right direction where he thought Dotson was going to run in that certain direction. So that was overthrown. So I don't think Hurts had the best game. Maybe he missed on some maybe involved more hot routes. Maybe he just didn't find the receiver in the short passing game. Maybe he was trying to look for that deep ball all the time. But I can't put it all on Hurts. And obviously there's some weird Eagle fans out there that are literally talking about Hurts all the damn time. And not even talking about this OC, which really, I hate when people talk about a player over an OC. And we've been through this shit over and over and over with what, the 4th OC on this team already, passing game coordinator that he was with us for the last 4 or 5 years. They just couldn't get anything going. They couldn't get one thing going in this offense. And then later on in the game, you ended up losing Landon Dickerson. Shocker, right? That's a shocker, right? We've been saying this, that he's been hurt. We've been saying that, like, this guy is playing injured. We think Lane Johnson's not 100%, Juergens isn't 100%, and Landon Dickerson's definitely not 100%. So they put Brett Toth in there. He actually didn't play bad for a while, but when you play your same predictable offense, okay, the things that they were doing right, they changed some things in the second half that were kind of working, but you have been reckless in the deep passing game. Now we're passing on first down, but now we're dropping Jalen Hurts back, and he's taking forever to throw the damn ball. Whether it's Hurts' fault or Kevin Patullo's fault, on top of your offensive line not being 100%, you got to work up to that big play downfield. And obviously the one in the second half they had to Devontae Smith that was completed, and then Tyler Steen gets a penalty for going upfield. Okay, the self-inflicting wounds with penalties in this game, absolutely ridiculous. The Eagles couldn't get out of their own fucking way, okay? It was just a disaster. There was one series in the second half, probably early second half, where they ran the literal screen pass to Devontae Smith on the left side, and then they ran it to the right side. Like, there's no creativity at all. Like, literally, I don't know what Patullo's doing, but I do not know how Howie Roseman let this happen on this inside hire. And I understand it's only week 5, and I said, look, by 11, week 12, we should be playing our best football. And you can't fire Patullo, and you can't get rid of him, because you get rid of him, you might as well just pack up and call your season done. It's over. You fire a coach, it's over with. You're not going to save your season that way, especially at 4-1. You're not going to do that. Devontae Smith had over 100 yards in this game. You know, A.J. Brown had like 40-something yards, so not really a big game to him. Would have had a bigger game if he had that deep touchdown that Hurts and him just couldn't really connect on. But every third down, Vance Joseph, blitz, 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 hitting Hurts, after Hurts, safety blitz with Bufunga, safety blitz. It was almost the same shit. And the Eagles never adjusted to it. They never did. They were reckless in the deep passing game, dropping Hurts back, over and over again. I'm not seeing the routes, obviously, every time. They don't show everything, but I'm going to have to say that everything is deep, and they're running everybody on a fucking seam. It's a streaky seam. It's that vertical go route, streaky seam that is blanketly covered every single time, and the Eagles yet are still doing this. Why are they doing this still? False start, illegal man downfield. I mean, it just over and over. When the Eagles finally did something positive, there was always a penalty that held us back. And we literally were running out of answers. It's the most embarrassing shit that I've ever seen, how an offense is ran. Like, Hurts cannot be involved in every damn thing this OC does. Like, this OC can't even hold his own fucking nuts when he's on the field. He can't hold his own balls. Literally, he can't call one play. What is Hurts supposed to do every single play? Is he supposed to, like, change the play every single time? And I understand he has the power to do that, but there was just some huge misses in this game. I mean, you strayed away from the short passing game to these recklessly deep passes and these, like I said, these dropbacks over drop back every single time. Where do you think your offense is going to go? You can't run with Barkley. You can't run with Shipley. It was a mess. It was a complete mess of a game. I have never seen in my life, like, how they hire a guy inside of the organization that's been here the last 4 or 5 years, has been around the success of this team, the ups and downs of this team, more success than none, and literally he can't call anything for his life. This is one of the most peewee, most disappointing, what thought process was Nick thinking to hire or bring up? I can't even think right now. Where did it make sense to hire Kevin Patullo for this offense, that he was the best man for the job? I really do. I have been waiting for this moment, realistically. Like, if you're due a loss, you got one right here. And they didn't get destroyed. They didn't get killed. The Denver Broncos are a very good team. Bo Nix, very good quarterback. And he was overthrowing guys nonstop. And receivers were making drops all damn game. And because your offense can't sustain a drive, your defense is going to have to pay for it. For another game, we have to rely on this defense. And guess what? This defense is bad. Now we're going to talk about the sponsor of this video, ProfitX. ProfitX is a peer-to-peer sports prediction market where users play against each other instead of a sports book versus the house. You will almost always get the best price on any spread, money line, total, and player props, since you're playing against other people rather than the book. Every touchdown, every moment creates a live market you control. Buy in when you're confident, cash out when the momentum flips. It's like trading stocks, but for sports. Profit Exchange runs over 40 states, and you must be at legal age to do so. This isn't your old sports book. This is the #1 sports book. The action moves fast, and so can you. Real-time, player-driven, and built for fans who see the game before it happens. So let's dive into the ProfitX market on the Philadelphia Eagles. Right now, the Eagles are sitting at plus 700 to win the Super Bowl. And yes, we're talking about this after one game. So the real question is, do you believe in Jalen Hurts, Nick Sirianni, and this revamped defense enough to go all in at plus 700 and stay right there? Or do I go a little bit further than that? I think I'm going to stay, and I think I'm going to let the #1 sports book and ProfitX take care of the rest for me to help me make the better decision. Just use promo code SHAKE72. You can get up to $200 cash back over your first 30 days. Every play you make, ProfitX gives you money back for playing on their platform, up to $200. Link in the description. Make sure you go to your app store and download the ProfitX app and use that promo code SHAKES72. I want to thank ProfitX for sponsoring this piece of content, and I will see you guys on the next one. Go Birds. #1, this defensive line is the main category of where we have issues at right now. It's not even necessarily cornerback too, because I thought Quinyon did really good, except for the fourth quarter. These guys were tired out. Ringo, I thought, played actually pretty good. Ringo was actually not bad. Like, there was a pass to the left sideline, did really well. In the third quarter, to the right sideline, down the field where they picked up it was a PI call on Ringo, and they picked the flag back up. I thought he played actually really good for a second week straight. Ringo has looked solid. I mean, Carter's getting double, triple teamed on the defensive line. Jalen Hunt's got the single matchup all by himself, and he's just not good. I mean, realistically, is Zadarius Smith the only one that could do anything on this team? And there were some pressures here and there, and I don't think Fangio blitzed as much, and the Broncos were pretty good at really picking that up. The Broncos, what they did really good against Jalen Hurts, by the way, to kind of get back into the offense, was they stopped Jalen Hurts from using his legs. I mean, they had really good containment on the outside. Hurts had nowhere to go. But to get back to the defensive line, though, I mean, it's just bad. Why isn't Zadarius Smith start next to Jalen Carter? When they ran a stunt with each other, that resulted in a sack and a really good pressure there on Bo Nix, which was awesome. Jalen Hunt doing nothing. Azeez Ojulari actually didn't play bad in this game. He had a tackle for loss. He had close to a sack or a strip in this game. Like, Azeez Ojulari, that man has got to play more, because Josh Uche, I don't know where the fuck he's at all game, or at least the past few weeks, highest graded or whatnot, although I've been hearing on some of the statistics. I don't see that really making good plays on the field. I don't really see him doing too much. Like, Azeez Ojulari gets his shot, and he's looking more productive in game one. Jordan Davis, this is the one game where he was really quiet. These DTs were getting boxed out. On recent weeks, they were getting all the pressure, and the outside was wide open. Didn't matter if it was an end around, a screen to the right, doesn't matter what outside play it is. The Eagles were getting beat. The running backs were killing us. The receivers on the outside were killing us. Anything ran to the outside, it was a done deal. The Eagles were not living up to it. And because the offense were sustaining drives, that defense couldn't hold their breath for much longer. I mean, they were tired, they were gassed out, and that's what happens. There were some missed tackles in the game. Like, the defense, it's just weird, because it's almost like the defense I'm not really worried about, but you're putting more pressure on this defense, and they're more tired because they don't have a breather for 2 seconds because of this stupid Pee Wee League football offensive playbook that we're running here is ridiculous. Just to make matters worse, let me tell you something. I wish that I wasn't making content sometimes, because honestly, I can't even watch this game anymore. I can't watch football anymore because these referees are the fucking worst. And this is just the cake. This is just the icing on the cake for it. This has nothing to do with the Eagles losing or whatever. But my God, bro, how many times is Jalen Carter being held in this game? Not even in a group of people. Like Jalen Carter on the outside, any person could look at it and see it getting held every single time. Zach Baun's late hit after the Makuba tackle on that crucial third down, whatever it was. Zach Baun uses his shoulder going down. Like you act like he was headhunting him. That's not even a late hit on the ground. I mean, absolute bullshit. And the intentional grounding call, they don't call it, they do call it, they don't call it. I mean, they went back and forth like 3 times about the intentional grounding. How do you screw up an intentional grounding call? And then my favorite one was the second to last play to Dallas Goedert down the field, blatantly getting ripped, just held all over the place, down to the ground, tackled before the before the ball even got to him, and the referees don't even call a flag on that play. I mean, I don't even know how people watch this shit. Either the league hates the Eagles because obviously every taunting or any type of penalty is like a double-digit thousands of dollars in fines that this team has produced since week 1 of the season. I don't even know where this game is going at this point. I really don't. It's almost unwatchable and a fucking joke. I'm not listening to a press conference. I'm not listening to nothing for a day. At least a day. I need to relax. I need to steady my mind, and they deserved this loss. They deserved it. I'm not mad at the loss. I'm mad at all the work you put into this Super Bowl window, keeping the team together, and totally taking shortcuts to new coordinators, to CB2 at the time, getting rid of Chauncey. I mean, there's just so much shit that adds up that made no sense to me on why they did it. Man, for the number one issue the Eagles have is they don't know how to hire a fucking coach. I wish Fangio was like 20 years younger because he would be here the rest of his damn career. And I don't know how much time he has left as a coach. The worst brand of football I've seen in a while. And you can't be saved every single game by playing like that. It's literally the fucking adjustments. It's literally adjustments. Like, Denver adjusted to us. They blitzed us more. They set the edge more. They made sure that Hurts had nowhere to go with that fucking football, and they kept the pressure on. But Kevin Patullo, like, damn. Like, the defense is the least of my worries because I think we'll be all right down the line. This offense, though, with the amount of money put into this offense, a 1A, 1B receiver, an offensive line that's partially hurt right now, and please, Landon Dickerson, please, Nick Sirianni, sit Landon for a few weeks. Do not bring him back after a week 90%, 80% healthy. Please don't do this. Keep him the hell out and let him come back. Let Brett Toth take that spot and let your coordinator make adjustments. Don't give him some easy trail to just play whatever he wants, call whatever he wants on the field, dropping Hurts back nonstop. You know, this can't happen anymore. If the Eagles lose to the Giants on Thursday night, this is going to be like one of the most depressing. Like, Howie Roseman, like, never fucking listen to Nick Sirianni ever again. Never let him make decisions on hirings ever again. Because I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm done with friendly bro fucking coaches that are together. Don't bring in Frank Reich. Don't bring in anybody that Nick Sirianni is fucking friends with. I'm done with that shit. Multiple times on screen on my television, I'm seeing Hurts, Patullo next to each other, like literally trying to figure it the fuck out. The entire second half. Fucking 5th game in for Ken Patullo, and he's still like trying to figure it out, bro. You're not meant for this friggin' job. You're not meant for it. But unfortunately, Kellen Moore had to go to a bad fucking team. But of course, Kellen Moore had to go to a team that's like 4 or 5 years away from even winning a championship, if that, to leave there. And should have thrown all the money at him after the 24 season. They should have threw head coaching money at him at this point to be an offensive coordinator for us for one more year. You got an open window for Super Bowl. You have an open window for a Super Bowl championship. You can't be switching coaches this much like this, man. It changes everything. And you thought A.J. Brown was fucking bad last week, and Devontae Smith started speaking up. Just wait. More players are going to speak up with this bullshit, especially if they are resulting in losses. And then what's going to happen is you're going to lose your locker room. And once even Jeffrey Lurie even sees that this locker room is starting to quit on their head coach. I don't think they'll quit on the head coach. They'll quit on the play calling or how the offenses ran. So they're not going to be very happy with Ken Patullo staying here because it's going to be complete failure. That's it. I'm done for tonight. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm just running things through my brain over and over again what happened in this game, and I have to say I've never seen the most inexperienced shit I have seen in my lifetime. As professionals that get paid more than I do, that get paid more than anybody that has normal fucking jobs out there, that gets a paycheck for what they fucking do, this is ridiculous. It really is. I'm very mad at Howie Roseman for the decisions he made or for how much control Nick had in certain decisions. And I think that's really got to fucking stop now. And it pisses me off because it's like such a wasted year of the potential this offense and defense has for even more and better things. Like, don't make a trade for Trevon Walker. Don't make no fucking trades until this shit is fixed. Don't make any trades. Don't waste a first-round pick on anybody to waste that player's time coming here and wasting your fans' time and your own time. It's a waste of time. I want to thank everybody for supporting and thank everybody for reminiscing. I know there's probably going to be bad comments. There's going to be comments that are saying, I don't know what I'm talking about. This is just how I feel. This is what it is. It's free speech. We all get to say whatever we want, okay? And I respect everybody's opinion in the comments section, and I hope everyone respects my decision on just this team in general. I am all over the place in my fucking brain. Can't believe it that this is happening again, okay? Another two halves, the tale of two halves yet again. Another shitty fucking half on top of an okay half. And let me tell you, they played better last week in the first half than they played in this week in the first half. Played way better. But man, they really missed the mark, man. No creativity, no sense of urgency. I thought the players were very energetic. I thought players were energetic. I thought like the players were acting really, I thought they were great in this game. But these coaches, man, they just, wow, just horrible. And, you know, Vic Fangio's got a lot on his plate right now. And, you know, I just don't know. They might need to add another player. You don't have Nolan Smith for another few weeks, and I think they need to add somebody. I just don't know if you could run with what you have right now. At least Azeez Ojulari can step up, and you can activate him every week now because Uche's not doing a fucking thing to earn another contract at this point. From a double-digit sack season like a year and a half ago, a couple years ago, realistically. And Carter can't do it all by himself. Zadarius Smith can't do it all by himself. Like, this defensive line is the main issue with this defense because I think once the defensive line starts clicking, not getting sacks every time, but, you know, the secondary will start to play a lot better. And they were playing good. They were playing actually very well. And I was happy. The fourth quarter, they were so tired. They were getting beat on everything from corners to DTs to against the run, containment on the outside. Just a total disaster, man. Howie Roseman is the complete blame for this, and you know, Nick might have some blame too, because that was just whatever decisions that were made, man. You really fucking fumbled on it. And if this was doing Nick Sirianni a favor and having him have some control over hiring, that's really sad on your part too for that. So other than that, that's pretty much it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more Eagles news every single day, and make sure you hit the like button. We'll have a lot to talk about this week. Short week, New York Giants on Thursday night. I'm exhausted mentally, and that's it. I will see you guys on the next one. Chicks, what up? Follow us on. Peace out, guys. I love you all. That's all that matters. Peace out. Papa.